What if I told you that on that flight, and I didn't have a drink, didn't ask for a drink, you know, but what if I told you, I thought this, you know, it's been years since I had a drink. And one drink isn't going to get me drunk. And I got 15 hours to get over it anyway. And it's free, so I wouldn't be using the Lord's money. You know, we want a spiritual side to this. And what if I told you that I ordered some whiskey or something, and I got a mixer, and I poured it in there, and I went, no, I shouldn't. What if I told you I spent 15 hours thinking about that and never drank it? You know what somebody would do? After I told you that, somebody would come up to the pastor and go, you're letting him preach? Yeah, why not? Didn't you hear what he almost did? But if you don't do it, and what I'm telling you guys is if you have found yourself tempted to do something, don't beat yourself. And if you hear somebody else was tempted to do something and did not do it, don't. Is that missile lock on or anything? Okay. Don't treat them like they did it. Okay? So the first thing is, pray every day, lead me not into temptation. The second thing, don't lead yourself into temptation. The third thing, if you find yourself tempted, run like a coward. And the fourth thing is that if you have been tempted to do something, don't beat yourself over it. Now, I told you that I was going to tell you how to experience temptation if you want to do it. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Ooh. Okay, first you gotta call Qantas Airlines. Now I'm going to say two words. When I say these two words, I think most of you will get it pretty quick. You ready? Timeshare. Now, for you who just went, what's a timeshare? Okay, let me explain. Let's say you're going to go to Disney World. You want to go down to Disney World because you've never seen that many homosexuals in one place. And so you go down to Disney World, and I think somebody tells me it's about $100 a day. Now, if you do this will happen. You go to Orlando, and I don't care where your motel is, between your motel and Disney World will be a large billboard that'll say, 2 free tickets to Disney World. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Who doesn't want to save $200? I'll use some of it for you. Yeah. And so you walk in there, you have this naive thought first time you go to one of those, and I'm going to walk in the door and go, I want the 2 free tickets, and they're going to go, okay. Yeah. And you walk back out. Right. Oh, they give you the tickets? Trust me, they will give you the tickets. They are not lying. But they'll say, we have to talk to you for a little while. Yeah, like 90 minutes. Yeah. And what they're going to do is they're going to sell you a motel room for a week. Now, the logic goes like this. Why rent one for a week for $700 when you can buy it for a week for $10,000? But, and I want you to know, there are people that have timeshares, and they are not evil. They are not wicked. There are people that walk in there and say, I want a timeshare, and they know what it's about, and they do it. It's if you went in there thinking you're going to save $200 and spend 10 grand, you're in trouble. You say, well, how would people do that? Well, you're saying what you're sitting there, you're not inside the magnetic pole of that magnet, so it's easy for the one outside land. So what's wrong with them? Because you're not being tempted. And you walk in there, and they will try to sell you this timeshare. And I want to get one. I'm going to tell you right now, I want to buy one. I'm going to tell you exactly why I want to buy a timeshare. Because when it's mine for my week, I want to paint all of the walls purple. Dark purple. And when the guy walks in and goes, what'd you do? It's painted purple. What? It's mine. Yeah. Isn't it mine? I thought it was mine this week. What about next week? Have him painted. It's his. What do I care, right? I don't have to see it for 51 more weeks. Well, what happened to the furniture? What's these bales of hay and boards on concrete blocks? Oh, I took that old tacky furniture that was in here that was mine, and I put it in my cottage down by the lake, and I brought this rustic stuff in. I'm going to let it here for the next owner. I'm going to give it to him. I'm not going to charge it. Anyway, now, you walk in there, and here's what you're going to say. Well, I'm just going to tell them I don't want it. You're going to tell a professional, trained salesman you just don't want it. And he's going to go, okay then, here's your ticket. I mean, if you believe that, you probably voted for Obama. I mean, really, you probably did. If you didn't, you may as well start because you ain't got a brain. Look, you walk in there, and here's what happens. You go, well, my wife and I have talked, and we just want the tickets. We don't want your timeshare. Well, why would you want it? Do you like to take vacation? Well, yeah, we like to take vacation. Yeah, we like to. Well, how much you spend on this vacation? Well, I don't know. How much do you think I spend? Yeah, about this month. Yeah. Well, we can do that for less. You can. They can do it for less. Yeah, well, no, it doesn't matter. We can't afford it. Oh, you're going to tell a trained professional salesman you can't afford it, and he's going to go, okay, right? He's going to go, oh, I don't think you can afford not to. Let me show you. He's going to do some math. He's going to do some math. And he's going to go, now you see, if you just pay this much, and you're going to go, what can I afford? What? Oh. Well, we don't want a vacation in the same place every week, every year. Hey, no problem. Yes. You see, we have these in the red group, the white group, and the blue group, and this one I'm showing you is in the red group. And, you know, you can buy this condo and never come back to it. You can trade it for one in Acapulco. You can trade it for one in the French Riviera. You can trade it for one up in Bar Harbor. What can I trade? Guys, I actually I gave this, and some arrogant, proud young man walked up and goes, you mean that a mature individual would feel tempted to buy something like that? I said, you ever been sat in one of those? He goes, no. I said, then don't talk about it. You see, all of the filings laying out here where they don't feel any pull, think the ones that went are dumb. But that's only because they're out here. I'll tell you what we do. We go in and we say this. We want the tickets. And they go, well, we can't give the tickets. I said, no, we're not going to buy the timeshare. We're not going to buy the timeshare. And here's the problem. During the 90 minutes that you're talking to us, you might sell this to somebody. So you're going to waste 90 minutes. So we just like our tickets. They go, well, you got to stay here for 90 minutes. We brought books. We're going to sit over here and we're going to read. We're going to read for 90 minutes. You sell this to somebody during that 90 minutes, and in 90 minutes we'll come and get our tickets. That's what we do. Now, look, if you go to one of those, I'm going to tell you how intense the temptation is. It is so intense that whether you buy it or not, they don't let you go out the door. Why? They have a courtyard where they have donuts. Oh, there's some temptation. And really strong coffee. And you have to have kind of like re-entry. This happened. We were very young at the time. Kathy and I were very young. We went through this thing, we didn't buy it. And there's this lady who I would say was probably had 20 years on us. She's in her 50s somewhere. And man, listen, we went to sit down at this table. She had a cigarette here. Her husband wasn't there. I think he was hanging out in a tree somewhere. And I mean, we went to sit down. And this is what this woman said. She goes, did you buy? I said, no. She goes, we did. I don't think we did the right thing. But wait a second. How could somebody that I credit with being wiser than me, older than me, smarter than me, how did she fall for it? She gave in to temptation. Yeah. That's why the best thing you can do is pray every day, lead me not into temptation. Amen. Yeah. Good. I'll tell you, well, okay, I'm never going to do any timeshare. I don't have a problem. Oh, let me tell you where some of you guys have a problem with temptation. Come on now. Look at that. How many times did you say, boy, I'd like that, but I don't have the cash right now? But what? But you got this. I'm going to tell you how to save. I'm going to tell you how to save a bunch of money. Now, please understand, I am not an anti-Walmart person. I am for Walmart. I go to Walmart, everything else. But if I'm out someplace and Kathy says, I need a gallon of milk, you know where I go? I go to the corner gas station and pay $57 for it. Actually, I pay probably 35 cents more than I would get it at Walmart, or 50 cents more. You say, well, you're not saving money, go to Walmart. No one goes to Walmart and buys a gallon of milk.